fine students, today we are going to learn about speed and velocity. Actually, our topic is going on motion in a straight line, and we have got many ideas something like distance and displacement, then distance graph, distance time graph, displacement time graph. Today we will go through the details of speed, different types of speed, SI unit of speed, what is average speed, what is uniform speed, what is non-uniform speed, how to solve problems related to average speed, and how speed differs from velocity. That is also important. Today we will try to learn. Okay, let us start. What is speed actually? What speed gives the idea? Actually, when we say that the body is moving, then how fast the body is moving, how slow the body is moving, this is described by one physical quantity that is known as speed. Speed is a scalar quantity. Now, let us write on the board also. So, these days very tough time, we have to be careful, and at the same time your study must be going on, because this is the solution, and we will perform our duty as a teacher. You also perform your duty as a student. We will solve many numericals in this chapter, motion in a straight line physics, first chapter that is going on. Very important topic, very important chapter. We will enjoy many of the important things. Actually, this is overall known as kinematics. That is part of mechanics in higher physics. Kinematics, part of mechanics. Motion in a straight line. So this is our topic, motion in a straight line, and today we are going to learn first about speed and different types of speed, and also SI unit of speed and the formula of speed. So what is speed? A definition, very simple definition. You can write also. Speed is the distance traveled in unit time. So it has got the formula. Speed will have the formula. Speed will be equal to distance by time. This is a very general formula you have learned in our earlier classes also. But here varieties are there. Like speed is a scalar quantity. Speed is a scalar quantity. Shut the door, shut the door. Speed is a scalar quantity. It's SI unit. That means it has no sense of direction. Speed has got no sense of direction. It has no sense of डायरेक्शन. बोले कि दरवाजा बंद कीजिए तो बात समझते नहीं, इसको समझाइए. So it has no sense of direction. That is very important. So in any direction, if 40 km per hour, okay, if bus is moving towards north with 40 km per hour, and again towards south 40 km per hour, then speed is 40 km per hour of the bus. It's SI unit. SI unit of speed is meter per second. SI unit of speed is meter per second. Other units are also there, like CGS unit, like centimeter per second. But the common unit that we use for different types of calculation of speed, like you might have seen a speedometer of the vehicles, like our bikes, cars, buses. Like generally the average speed of any car or in the town, car or buses move, bikes move, generally 50-60 km per hour. So this is a normal average speed. So kilometer per hour is the measurement unit for another type of unit for speed, kilometer per hour. So another unit of speed is kilometer per hour, km per hour. We can convert km per hour to meter per second. We all know how to convert it. Kilometer per hour to meter per second, we can convert it. Okay, we have got this idea. If anyone is getting any problem, you can ask me anytime. So these are some of the points of distance. Then different types of this means speed. Different types of speed. What are different types of speed? First, uniform speed. Second, non-uniform speed. If you are talking about uniform speed, non-uniform speed, then third, average speed, and fourth, instantaneous speed. You know, when we are talking about speed, generally, the speedometer fitted in the vehicle generally measures the speed of the vehicle at that instant. Like think about me, when I take a bike, when I ride on my bike, when I go on, I generally start with lesser speed. Now I can increase when I move to highway or main road. Maybe 40 km per hour, 50 km per hour, 60 km per hour, that I can increase, I can decrease when breaker is there. So the vehicle, this speedometer gives the measurement at that instant. That speed actually is known as instantaneous speed. That speedometer can measure. Speedometer measures the speed at that instant. Actually that is instantaneous speed. But then here, average speed. Generally, what is the meaning average speed? Very important. Maybe if I am living in Boring Road area and I have to go to school daily. But you know that I cannot maintain always my speed 60 km per hour or 50 km per hour in during all my journey from my home to school. So what I have to do, sometimes when there is a congested area or congested road, I have to decrease my speed. Breaker is there, I have to stop little bit. So increasing the speed, sometimes maybe 10 km per hour, sometimes 30, sometimes maybe 60, sometimes 80 also. If main road is there, free road on the flyover, maybe 60, 70. So there could be average speed of my journey, and that is total distance traveled by total time taken. That is very important. Average speed. So instantaneous speed measured by the speedometer of the vehicle, and then average speed is actually total distance what I travel and total time I took. If we are dividing, we'll get the average speed of my journey from my home to school. Okay, because from my home to school I am putting my vehicle in different speeds, different mode of speeds. For maybe 5 minutes I could have been on 70 km per hour. For maybe for 10 minutes I could have been on 40 km per hour. Sometimes maybe a little bit 10 or below 5 or whatever like that. So different speeds at different time interval, but during whole course there is total time taken and total distance travel. If we are dividing total distance travel by total time, we are getting average speed of any journey. This could we can apply in any journey. Like if any particular person, Ram, is traveling from Patna to Darbhanga, maybe 150 km per hour. 150 kilometer is the distance of Darbhanga from Patna bus stand to Darbhanga bus stand. And bus took 4 hours to reach Darbhanga bus stand. Okay? And it is 150 km per hour. So the total distance 150 km divided by total time the bus took was 4 hours. 150 by 4. Whatever we will get the solution, that will be the average speed. How much it comes? Approximately 40 like that. Less than 40, 38 like that. So this is the way we can calculate average speed. So a formula of average speed is very important. Total distance traveled by total time taken. Total distance traveled by total time taken. Total distance traveled by total time taken. So you persons note down all this formula. That is very important. Video बन रहा है, थोड़ा आवाज नहीं करना, video बन रहा है. So this formula we will use it to solve many questions. It is very important formula. Total distance traveled by total time taken. Okay. Now what is non-uniform speed and what is uniform speed? What is the difference between these two? Uniform speed, if any object is traveling equal distance in equal interval of time, then the object is said to be in uniform speed. But if it travels unequal distance in equal interval of time, then it is said to be non-uniform speed or variable speed. It is also called variable speed. So non-uniform speed or variable speed or uniform speed. So definition of uniform speed, very simple. Equal distance in equal interval of time. Then the object is said to be in uniform speed. So we should go through all this, and you should put in writing also, in notes also. I could check anytime all these important definitions, and you have got book also. You can consult the book while writing, and you get the idea also what I am telling. So we can solve non-numerical problem that is related to average speed. That is very important. Today we will discuss more about speed, maybe some calculation also. Okay. And thereafter we will talk about velocity also. Okay, velocity. What is the meaning velocity? What are difference between speed and velocity? What are difference between speed and velocity? How average velocity differs from average speed? So these are important things to learn. Actually, velocity is a vector quantity. Important difference is there. So always we should keep in the mind. Like displacement is a vector quantity. So simple velocity, if you are talking, then it is displacement by time. Okay. So that we will learn. But first, let us go through average speed, one or two numericals, and that will give you the idea, that will give you the insights. What is the meaning? Average speed. Okay. Now see, average speed formula always you keep in the mind whenever calculating. V average. AV means average. It could be written like this. Okay. Total distance traveled by total time taken. So this formula you should keep in mind always. Total distance traveled by total time. Average speed. Now let us solve one question. A man travels. Question. First we should write. A man travels half of its journey with car with speed u and rest half with speed v. Find average speed of its journey. You know, this type of question is quite common and is very interesting question also. How to solve this type of question? Very important. To solve this type of question, because no data is given, you see, no data is given. It is not 30 km per hour for time interval 10 seconds or 40 km per hour for time interval maybe 50 seconds, and then the distance, total distance also not given. So what to do with this type of question? Okay. How to solve? First, let us, the total journey the man has traveled is x. From A to B. Man has started from the point A. So A is the place and B is the place, and total distance was x. Okay, total distance. So half is x by 2, and another half is x by 2. And if it took t1 time interval here to travel half, and then time interval t2 to travel through another half, the total time will be t1 plus t2. But what is t1? t1 is the time taken to travel the distance x by 2 when the speed is taken u. So time t1 will be distance by speed u. And what is t2? t2 is the time taken for the man to travel x by 2 distance with speed v. So distance by speed is time t2. So now our formula comes. If we want to solve, then our point is coming out here. Now, okay. Now you can see the data. Again, I am reading out the question. A man travels half of its journey. You can see the question. Half of its journey. The total distance, maybe we are taking x from A to B. This is the journey point, starting point. This is the end point of journey. Okay. This A point is the starting point of the journey. And this B point is the end point. Now if this distance is x from A to B, the man has to travel, then of course half will be x by 2, another half will be x by 2. So time t1. What is time t1? Time t1 is the time taken for the man to travel half distance with speed u, distance by speed time. Another half x by 2 with speed v. So total time t1 plus t2. Total distance x by 2 plus x by 2, that is x. So now we are getting the answer. We are coming to our conclusion of this question. Average speed of the man. Okay, average speed of its journey, average speed of the man of the journey, particular journey, average speed V average is equal to total distance by total time. So total distance travel by total time taken. So this we have to keep in our mind. So total distance is x by 2 plus x by 2. That is x. And total time is t1 plus t2. Now put the value of t1, that is x by 2u, t2 we can put x by 2v, we can solve this. Okay, that is not difficult to solve. X we can take common, 1 by 2u plus 1 by 2v. Okay, this x we can cancel. So 2u plus 2v, we can take the LCM and we can get the answer. Okay. So 1 divided 2u and 2v. Okay. What is that? 2u and 2v. That means LCM will be 2uv. Okay. So we can get v here and then we can get u. So this will come up. So we can get the answer 2uv by u plus v. Okay. So this is our answer. Average speed in this case is 2uv divided by u plus v. You can check this calculation. We can check once more. Okay. X is total distance from A to B. T1 we are putting x by 2u. T2 we are putting x by 2v. Okay. 1 divided by 1 by 2u, x we are taking common. 1 by 2v, 2u into 2v. So LCM will be 2uv. Okay. 2u we are taking here. Then v and again u. So our answer will come 2ub by u plus v. This is our solution. Okay, students, so these are quite interesting topics. This will make you more familiar to go through all this, and we will continue our next topic in next video. Okay students, thank you.